Welcome back to the Sage Audio channel. Today we'll test our picks for the top 5 mastering equalizers. We'll cover their functionality and design, discuss how to use them for mastering, and then listen to examples of each plugin on a stereo mix. So if you're looking for a mastering EQ, subscribe to the channel, and stick around for the full video. But first, if you're an artist, engineer, or producer, and you have a mix that you need mastered, send it to us at sageaudio.com. We'll master it for you and send you a free mastered sample of it. All you have to do is set up an account, upload the song, and we do the rest. First up, we got the Sonix Oxford EQ. The Sonix Oxford EQ is an easy one to understand. Its design is straightforward, and the visual window makes it easy to know how you're affecting your signal. Currently, the cost of the plugin is about $270, but it goes on sale pretty often. Now with it, you get to control your low frequency, low mid-frequency, mid-frequency, high mid-frequency, and the high frequency. You can also introduce low and high pass filters with slopes from 6 dB per octave to 36 dB per octave. Now perhaps the most important feature of the plugin is the EQ type, located in the middle of the plugin. Type 1 is for surgical equalization. Type 2 is the same as Type 1, but with fixed Qs when attenuating the signal. Type 3 introduces gain Q dependency and gentle curves similar to a Neve console. Type 4 has even more drastic gain Q dependency and subtler curves suitable for mastering and mix buses. Lastly, you can go into the settings and change the scale value to the -6 dB to 6 dB setting, since this is just about all you'll need when you're mastering. Let's take a listen to the plugin. Next up, we have the Weiss EQ1. The Weiss EQ1 is a line-for-line recoding of the original digital-based hardware. So essentially, the plugin is identical to the original unit. It's a little difficult to get the hang of when you first try it out, especially since the display only changes if a track is playing. But it's a fantastically designed plugin nonetheless. Currently, the cost of this plugin is about $499. The plugin offers 7 bands, each of which can be 5 different filter types and can be made dynamic when using the dynamic equalization option. In the advanced section, you can change the dynamics attack, ratio, release, and threshold to fine-tune your compression or expansion. Now, if you'd prefer to visualize these changes more easily, use the large screen setting, but keep in mind that you won't be able to edit all of the parameters from this window. Now things become a little simpler if we switch the equalization mode to linear phase, which offers a really pristine sound. In the options window, you can alter various aspects of the plugin, like the latency of the dynamic filters and the speed of the analyzer. All in all, the slightly difficult to understand design is more than made up for by the sound of the plugin. Let's take a listen to it.
Show me something, keep
At number 3, we have Ava Mastering EQ. If you want to avoid spending an exorbitant amount of time fine-tuning your EQ, the Ava Mastering EQ might be a great solution. Currently, this plugin costs $89, but I found it on sale for about $20, so keep an eye out for it. Using 31 bands, this EQ lets you completely bypass dials or rotaries and instead draw in the curve of your frequency response. By holding Shift, you can smooth out some of these bands or leave them as is for a more unique curve. At the bottom, you can enable a display, adjust the speed, and switch it between 3 settings: graph, scroll, and lightning. High and low pass filters are also available at the top and bottom and are also uniquely designed. Lastly, up top is an output trim to avoid peaking. Let's take a listen to the plugin. Number 4 is T-Rack S Master EQ 432. For a straightforward equalizer, one that emulates the look and feel of classic equalizers, the Master EQ 432 is a great option. Its design is diverse enough for a lot of mastering applications, but avoids being convoluted. The cost of this plugin is $149, but it's often included as part of a bundle. Starting from the left, you have your reset button for the plugin and how the incoming signal is routed and affected. You can link the left and right, mid and side, or affect each channel individually. This is especially useful for mastering when you want to affect the mid and side channels independently. In the next section is a high shelf and a low cut or shelf option. An additional bump can be alternated between 50 and 100 Hz. The signal is then split up into 3 bands: low, mid, and high. Unlike a lot of EQs, these bands are fully separated from one another and won't affect each other in any way. Up top, in each section, is the slope of the band. Then underneath that is the frequency selector. And at the bottom is the gain of that band. On the right is a bypass for the plugin and the gain's rotary range, which can be switched to 9 dB and 12 dB. Lastly, you can save 4 versions, which is really helpful if you want to quickly A/B your equalization settings, or maybe automate to another setting at some point during the master. Let's take a listen to the plugin. Number 5 is the Slate Infinity EQ. Last up is the Infinity EQ from Slate, which is a lot like the FabFilter Pro Q3, but with some added functionality that makes it interesting. The cost of the plugin is $149 for a perpetual license, or it can be paid for with a subscription. In the middle, you can create your bands, as well as change their slopes, their filter types, and their bandwidth. What I like about this plugin is that instead of being able to simply switch the band from mid and side, you can blend it anywhere in between. This can really open up some creative possibilities during mastering, or at the very least, save you from having to create multiple bands to achieve what could be done with one here. At the bottom, you can pan the output from left and right, and mid and side, if you want to globally affect your stereo image. The phase can be inverted, and the output can be increased. Lastly, the plugin can be bypassed internally and made full screen by using the box icon in the top right. So, if you're looking for a plugin that's similar to the FabFilter Pro Q3, but is a little less expensive and simpler in its functionality, this is a great choice. Let's take a listen to it. So, these are our thoughts on these 5 mastering equalizer plugins, but what do you think? Is there one that you love, but we didn't mention it here? Let us know in the comment section below. Also, if you're an artist or an engineer, send us one of your mixes at sageaudio.com. We'll master it for you and send you a free mastered sample. All you have to do is set up an account, upload the song, and we do the rest. But thank you so much for watching. We really hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please like and share this video with your friends. This way we know if you'd like to see more videos like this one. Also, you can subscribe to the channel. We release new videos every week, and subscribing is the best way to stay up to date. There's a comment section where you can leave your thoughts on this video, or you can make a suggestion for a future video. And again, if you're an artist or an engineer, and you have a mix that you need mastered, send it to us at sageaudio.com. We'll master it for you and send you a free mastered sample. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you in the next video.